Okay, this video is for, I believe is Ann Liu of the California-based HUBSAN customer support or distribution, whatever. I appreciate you answering my email, and I will do my best to explain things clearly. Well, first, okay, I'll plug it in. This is the 501S, and I'm going to demonstrate the 501C in a minute. Okay, the lights still light up. I hear the sound. And this is the, I love that sound. I really, really love that sound. And I actually love HUBSAN. I've just kind of had bad luck. Okay, it's telling me to calibrate the compass. Okay. We will eventually calibrate. Come on, baby. Okay, compass 2 is not calibrating, and it calibrated yesterday. Come on, baby. Okay, see, this is a... Come on, there you go. Okay, compass 2 is calibrated. First thing you notice, there is no more video transmission, so I believe the fall knocked out the camera. It will eventually pick up a few GPS for the quad and GPS for the controller. I hope I'm talking clearly. You see it's already at 4 and 4. I don't have a cell phone too far away from here. I mean, too close to it. There's not a lot of magnetic interference. I did get blades for the 501S, but as I stated in the email, I really don't want to attempt to fly it until I really kind of find out what the problem is. But it does bind. I will show you that momentarily. Well, I got 5 and 6, so I'll go ahead and bind it now. I mean, it is bound. I'll go ahead and get the motors running, because I was very surprised when I tried it. The motors do spin. I actually love that sound. I really love that sound. All motors are spinning. It accelerates. Okay. It's holding 5 GPS on the controller and 6 GPS on the quad right now. I'll go ahead and stop it. You see, this is a 501S controller. I haven't modified it. There's no range extension antennas on it. The battery's holding up. Anyway, looking at it, I'm thinking maybe there's a chance the blades actually popped in mid-flight, and maybe that's why it came down. I have a piece of tape here because even though the LED works, the LED pod did break off. The case actually snapped on the inside. Okay, further inspection, I don't see any real visible damage. You know, the camera doesn't work because of the crash, and yeah, like I said, this LED pod popped off, so this part right here is loose. It actually cracked on the inside, so to screw this back in, at the very least, using the old case, I would have to get a longer screw, because the stock screw no longer reaches because it actually broke. However, I have a brand new, never used case for a 501S, and like I said, I'm not looking for any handouts or any freebies. I am more than willing to pay to have this repaired, and I never play with firmware. I don't know anything about updates. Whenever I use any of these quads, I use the whatever firmware it comes with, because I'm not good with technical issues like updating firmware and all the protocols involved. And something tells me, I feel that some of the guys get caught up with trying to find the right update, and they go through like what I call musical firmware updates, because one doesn't work for them, the other one works for them, or I'm just really hoping I can get a kind of like a stock out of the box update, or have somebody who knows a lot more than me update it. I'm not asking for the world. I would just like range and performance. Yeah, the follow me mode used to work when it did work. Anyway, I want to show you the blades, seeing how the center of the propellers are still attached. I'm wondering if the blades just maybe snapped in mid-flight, or if the crash broke the blades. The only physical damage, like I said, is the one LED pod right here, which I could makeshift and put it back together, but who's to say that by doing that the forces of this powerful motor may somehow give, and I'll be opening myself up to another set of problems. Okay, basically that's it with this. Something tells me I can put the blades on and this thing would fly, but I don't know how the GPS would hold up, and I don't know how long it'll fly, and I have no guarantee that whatever went wrong won't go wrong again. I wasn't near any high wires, no great magnetic field, no super strong Wi-Fi, and I was actually on my block, which is kind of a big, isolated suburban block. I wasn't far away. I was actually right in my front yard, because I don't want any damage to any person or property. Okay, that covers that. This is the 501c. I'll go ahead and unplug this, and I'll show you what this one does. Now, the 501c, the physical damage that you can see, the pods are intact, but there is a crack in the body, and the entire life of the 501c, I never used the controller that came with it, because it never did power on. So I went through the protocol of getting the 501c to bind to the 501s controller. You'll have to forgive me, I've since forgotten how you actually do it, but I know it's just a few simple steps that you would take and to get this to bind to this. However, in its current state, even if I went through that protocol, it would no longer bind to that. And the 501c is not FPV, so even if the camera still worked, I wouldn't be able to tell through the monitor, because this is really not an FPV unit. This is a great GPS quad. Now you see I plugged it in. No LEDs light up, they just sort of flash. But within a few seconds, you will hear the ESCs power up, even though I get no LED flash. Like I said, I haven't gone through the protocol of binding this, so I won't try to calibrate anything, because I don't know if it's going to calibrate or not, because I have no LED signal. Now, what happened when this fell? I do believe there is some kind of Wi-Fi or some kind of strong magnetic signal interference. I wasn't near any high power lines, but I'd say I was 40 or 50 meters away from a big what I call Metropolitan Hospital here in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles, California. And, you know, chances are that hospital has some very strong Wi-Fi signals or dispatch radios from ambulances or something. So something probably interfered with this, and it just went haywire from about 40 meters up, 35, 40 meters up, and subsequently it crashed. The physical damage that you can see, the props broke, of course. The LEDs, the pods are intact, even though it doesn't light up. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it because even though I don't see anything, there is power going to it now. The cute little face here popped off. There's some cracks. There's a crack here in the belly. And other than that, the case looks okay. I don't know what else I could say about this. I mean, I don't think it's, I'm sure it's repairable. I'm just really not up to task to do any self-repairs anymore. I mean, I spent the year trying to learn how to fly quads, and, you know, for every hour of flight time, I probably spent 2.5 to 3 hours of repair, you know, changing brushed motors. This is before I, you know, discovered brushless motors. By the way, HUBSAN 501S is my very first GPS brushless motor quad, and I'm really was excited to have them, and I really like the style. I really wasn't an enthusiastic HUBSAN owner. I'm just kind of disillusioned right now, and, you know, thus the reason for my videos and my letter. I still want to be a HUBSAN owner, and I really hope you guys can help me. Once again, I thank you for your time, and, you know, whatever you suggest, I'm open to, and I really hope you can help me, because I look forward to flying these some more. I really like the 501, especially the 501S. And I have a H109S, which for me is a major purchase. And I haven't even taken it out of the box because I really want to study and do my homework and make sure I don't make any mistakes. If there is some kind of issue with that one, I want to be assured that it's mechanical and not user error. And I look forward to still being a HUBSAN customer, and I hope you guys can help me. And I'm sorry for talking so much. You see, this thing is still locked in at 9 satellites for the controller and 8 satellites for the quad, which is kind of interesting. I'm very tempted to try to fly that 501S, but I wouldn't do it unless I'm in a big field with very soft grass, and even then I would keep the range severely limited until I know what's going on. So I hope you can help me. I thank you for your time, and I really thank you that you allowed me to even explain this. And my name is Mark, and on YouTube I'm AnyShit. Thank you. Bye.